Hello, good morning. Let's see, today we are going to work on this scenario. It is called Polar Sea, and now I will tell you why it has fabric. I have chosen Gauls and Britons is the best thing that has occurred to me for this type of scenario. And what I am going to do is to comment on the game I just played, and you'll see why it's a very, very rare scenario compared to most. It's okay. Music. Well, let's see. Here we have the initial situation. We're going to set a speed. That's not very fast. Now you'll see why, because right away the problems begin. And my faction as an observer is okay. Look. Here there are some good deposits. We could call them treasures. Deposits of wood, and it is the only thing that is on the map, that wood that you have seen there, and period. There is no more so. There are two big problems in this type of scenario. The first is the number of wolves, that there are packs and packs that attack you, and if you are careless, they leave you without any person or citizens or soldiers, please. And the other is the absence of there is wood, there is, and with that you have to settle. Okay. So we are lucky that there is an entry market that will allow us to exchange, for example, food or stone for wood, because otherwise it would be impossible to progress. So, how do we solve the issue? Well, I have already told you about the wood later. With commercial exchange, it can be changed. For example, food that we will not have problems, and stone. There is also enough for wood, but the issue of wolves, because they can come from all sides in packs, and what I am telling you is complicated defending against them, at least at the beginning. Well, I tried the towers and they didn't quite work for me at the beginning. What I did was catch the whole people and put them, for example, in the civic center, and when Los Lobos approached, well, they were falling little by little, but they did not progress. So it occurred to me that the only way to keep them from entering is to build a fence or a palisade. In the case of a wooden fence, okay, then of course the problem is that you can't get out either, and if you leave a door, well, you run the risk of the wolves coming in. Then I've built two doors, and when I'm interested I open them, and when I don't I close them. Okay, look here, you have the logos there. Starting to start coming from all sides. Well, then the first phase is critical until it's not there. Until the fence has been closed, I've had problems. Okay, I'm going to slow down so you can see the issue of. You see how the wolves attack and that they come from all sides. Good luck. It's the palisade, because otherwise I couldn't think of any other way. Okay, I go to the civic center, and that way the civic center helps me defend myself from the wolves. You see the wolves are also eliminated by the arrows when they approach the civic center. Of course, another herd comes. The stockade, and when we have closed it, well, we will be a little calmer. They will leave us a little bit in peace.
Fijaos bien la cantidad de huertos que estoy construyendo, porque
You can get it easily because there isn't any wood, so you have to forget about wood, stone and metal. Well, stone and there's enough. You see here we have a quarry here, there's another around here, there's also over there. No problem. Well, now houses, I also have to put them inside. Obviously, because if not, well, the houses could actually put them now on the outside, because since the wolves do not attack the houses, well, surely I could have saved space by placing the outsides. Okay, but anyway, it has occurred to me now, well, then how can I build the houses? And now I repeat, that door that I have opened there is the danger that it will open at a given moment, and to see now, for example, that a wolf has approached. You see, when a soldier or our citizen approaches, well, what happens? It opens and then the wolves can enter. So at first I had to close it, lock it, you see, I put the padlock on it, lock the door. Then I open another one here to the left because I have a quarry here, that is, 2 quarries. And so take a good look at what happens. The wolves cannot pass, so it is easier to eliminate them because they cannot attack you, but you do see them. Pay attention and you will see they try to pass, but they cannot, so that's the way it is. What occurred to me? Because the same thing happened over there. We have a wolf. Well, now it has fallen. To reinforce this defense more, what I have done has been to place several towers around here, always being careful with the wood, because if it depletes you have wood, of course you can't do anything. So at first I had to buy the wood, but later the solution that I have seen has been, once, let's say, I have become strong. Okay, well, place another market, in this case on the outside, and establish a commercial caravan, prioritizing above all the exchange of wood. Okay, that way, little by little, the number of wood was increasing. Okay, and therefore I could keep advancing. Okay, I'm going to put, well, is that in this case I don't know if it's worth going up a lot of speed, because then you lose everything that's happening. You see the logos are surrounding us on all sides, but they can't get through. So we're sure we can continue working. Okay, well, I'm going to raise the speed a bit to see now I start building good. In this case it is a stone tower, here is another one. And those towers, well, let's say that they will help the defense with respect to the wolves, because the logos also fall when they approach the towers due to the arrows they shoot. That is, the towers defend you against the enemies. In this case are the Britons, and against the wolves in this case. In other words, in this game you don't have to worry about the rival who are the Britons. The danger is the wolves. Packs and packs, I repeat, there are moments in almost the entire stockade it is surrounded by. Go back, I'm going to go back again from all sides, from above to the left, from below to the right. Look, and they are obviously falling. Well, at some point all the wolves will disappear, because the game is not over and wolves keep coming out, and that is incredible. It is incredible. In fact, at the end of the game, when I have already won, you know that I like this. It will form the forces, especially at the elite forces. Well, there was no way for them to stay still because as Los Lobos approached, well, they felt compelled to attack these logos. Then, it has been complicated. The battle against the British has been complicated afterwards. It has been very simple, surely. They were not there properly protected against wolves, and they have not been able to. We are going to check to see what to look at. Only 25 minus 26 citizens have in this case. That is, the orbiton cannot be seen. It is seen that they have not raised it well and have barely developed and had more or less the same with us, a civic center, a market. You see, we are within the walled city. Well, in this case it is a palisade and we are working without problems. You see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 towers, and with all the improvements that were coming, of course, if they're not all there, it's because I didn't have enough resources, that is.
De piedra no vamos mal, de metal en este momento tampoco. El problema,
wood, of course.
Mirad lo que viene por aquí ahora. Aquí. ¿Qué os parece? Y van cayendo.
Far away they looked like sheep, but they are not wolves. They search there for loopholes to be able to, well, obviously the fence has to be well built. If there is a hole, they sneak in. Careful. Very good. Then okay, now when I see when I have seen, let's say that I could, well, I have gone out on everything. When I have run out, I don't know if it was my wallet that has run out, so I had no choice but to go outside, and in order to continue progressing, of course. Well, there is a moment of tranquility in which the logos are not attacking. We are going to upload a little speed now around the corner again. It's bad wolves, come on. But well, now I repeat, we are well protected. We continue to build houses where we may not believe that there is almost no space left. And the number of orchards that I have built, in fact, there are soldiers who they are also getting food. Why? Well, because the exchange is fundamental afterwards. Look at what little number I have there, but made of wood. Okay, so I repeat, the only way is to exchange whatever it is for wood. We are going very far at the moment. Yes, because we have not yet begun, let's say, to take out merchants or elite soldiers or elite cavalry at the moment in which you start to do that, to take out people from that. Well, then you have problems with metal also. In this game, to give you an idea, I have built the arsenal, but I have not taken out any battering ram. It was not necessary, you should know it. Is not necessary to spend wood or metal or whatever. In Aries, there it is not necessary. I'll tell you in advance, I'm worth more. The logos are already arriving. They are coming in waves. But we have already left, as I had told you, and we have to be working in the portfolio or in the mine, and they are also watching Los Lobos to see this. They have gone there, looking for Los Lobos. Well, I'm going to build a warehouse there because if you don't have to walk too much, it's okay. We're already leaving the cave, as I say. Well, remember, this door is blocked. The other one is not already open. I'm not interested in opening it there. In fact, it's possible that it can't be opened now because I've built a couple of houses next door. The truth is that I don't know if it could be opened. But at first I had to build a door because if there wasn't people who were building the stockade who were left out and couldn't get in. Okay, you see another key market. Now no, don't go too far too. Build it because if you don't you run the risk of wolves attacking. The traders now, what are we going to do? It is to establish a commercial route between those two markets, the one that already existed at the beginning and this other new one is worth and prioritizing above all the wood. Is these music? Oxen admitted a food, but anyone goes. Hunting you run the risk that the wolves attack you and you lose everything that what you were trying to achieve is okay, you see. Let's go cleaning the area of wolves now that we have a few soldiers there. Well, it turns out good. Some I had asked him to hunt that musk ox, but I have not thought about it. I better tell you that for food it will not be to look at the amount that there is now 9,000, almost 10,000 worth to work with the site. No, this is a quarry. This also the wallet that was inside has already disappeared. Here I have more to remember. Therefore, well, here it seems that there is another mine. To see this mine here, well, in a while we will put it to work on it. Well, let's see, we are already in the intermediate phase. Therefore, I contemplate we already have here the two markets here, a forge, and with that it will be enough to go to the urban phase. Very well, you see the merchants are already here. This en route, you see, well, there are a few important. Trade is important. To be able to exchange resources and get wood, look closely, you will not see a tree here in all space, and however, that number is going up. Why? Due to the exchange. Look at it. Well, now at this moment not yet. But there comes a time when I prioritize this, and I put a 100 here. Ah, no. Sorry, it's done, I was wrong. It was this, as I have the habit of prioritizing metal. Well, in this case it has been wood. 100% okay. Sometimes they come like this, one by one, and other times they come in herds. Especially there are times when the waves are tremendous. Well, we have already moved on to the phase. Now we will have to get the special buildings. That is, the assembly of princes, in the case of Los Gauls, the arsenal that I already told you that I have not used, that I have not needed to take out battering rams. It is expensive, especially in metal, and of course, well, iron. Wood comes out, and since I didn't have it, well, okay, so I've lost that. Very well. Now there would be a fortress here, and a barracks and a stable that I haven't taken out either. Music, I mean, not built, I wanted to say. German, then come on. Well, now since we already have enough soldiers, well, we are capable of defending ourselves without them causing us chaos. Okay, we continue working. Come. Remember that the hero can come out of the assembly of princes, which in this case is Breno again. And these elite trumpets, let's see. If trumpets of elite infantry are. Okay, here we have the fortress, and here now we are going to build a stable and a barracks. Little by little we are becoming stronger. And the attacks of Los Lobos are no longer so dangerous. In fact, here we even have a hero and several trumpets of elite. We have built a warehouse there to get the stone that is here in these country houses. It is worth the barracks and the stable, and with that we finish the construction of buildings, except for the houses, of course, because there is more. If you want to develop and get more population, you need more houses. In this case, we have a capacity of up to 130, and we have a total population of 121, with which we have to build more houses. Well, I don't need to comment much. You see it yourself. You have to be controlling Los Lobos and working at the same time and building within what is the walled city without problems. We have all the people there are working without problems. The trade caravan is well protected. It's also worth it because the fortress is also ultra defensive and in short, so if the robberies approached here, they would surely fall due to the arrows that also come out of the fortresses. In other words, the caravan is well protected, and all the people inside are also evidently music. And the oxen managed calm down because we are not hunting him. We did not succeed. We do not consider it a priority that is worth now what I do from here. From the barracks it is to take only elite swords, and from the Gallic noble cavalry that are in the cavalry of the elite cavalry, and after here I do not know why. Look closely at what an elite infantry trumpet costs. Okay, well, it says 180 of food, 120 of metal, and therefore it is very easy in this case to take out elite trumpets if you have the clear metal food. There are no metal problems. Well, we are here with another mine, sir. In this case it is enough. It's easy to get those elite trumpets that, since they don't cost wood, are easy to get more than, for example, these. Look, these ones here would need 60 units of wood, and the cavalry, let's see, they're 80. So it's easier to get the elite trumpets. Now these people, who are all, let's say, elite, are already in charge of the task of eliminating all the wolves that can get closer from above, since they can't enter from the right either, to the left like the one below, to the right. On top we have a side you could also fish. A port is built there, and surely there is fishing for sure, but I haven't done it either. Is that since Los Lobos are so dangerous, you have to try not to disperse the It is convenient for the population to be close enough to each other so that they protect each other. Okay, well, we are going to speed up a bit now that it seems to be quite calm. They leave them alone. Hey, look, 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 what's coming is. Okay, they're so entertained, they're entertained, they don't leave them alone. It's funny that they don't attack the Bilceros too, these wolves. Come on, perfect.
Perfecto. Más lobos. Este está ansioso por pegarse, con quien sea. A ver quién viene ahí ahora.
What do you think of the game? It's entertaining. No, I'm telling you that at the beginning I didn't know where to get my hands on this scenario because I ran out of wood right away and I didn't know how to continue, and then there was the theme of the wolves, that they eliminated the soldiers and the citizens. So until now I have understood that the most important thing was to defend ourselves against Los Lobos and forget about the British.
Los rivales, no hay problema con ellos. Vale, seguimos pegándonos con los lobos.
It will be wolves, wolves, please. Music. Music. Calm down, how are you? I'm going to mix there looking at everything that happens. I insist that I don't understand how they don't also attack the kings. Admit them. So if they are looking for food, it's better a Boeek than a soldier. I'm not saying this. A walrus here too. Music. It's possible that there are more different fauna out there, but it's worth another wave of wolves. Come on, let's defend ourselves. It seems that some wolves have slipped in there, and we are going to give them a hand. Here I have only left one woman working. And let's see what has happened there, because it seems that some clear wolf had slipped in there. Luckily that tower also shoots arrows and they do not come into contact. The interior of the walled city is worth it. I would say that we are going to explore and see what we can find around here. This would be a good place to get a second civic center, but I think it is not worth it. We go directly to see where it is, the enemy, and to see what can be done. I think that a group has been established here with all these people, and we are going to see the area in enemy territory, in British territory. It seems that I am concentrating it. You know, they make very strange movements that I do not do, I do they alone. You see, we are already here, we found a first civic center, but it is almost without population. So it will be very easy to achieve it because it is totally unprotected. More people come to join us. We have already achieved it. Now we could take advantage and put more orchards, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Ian doesn't seem to pose this scenario well, and therefore eliminating the enemies is not the complicated part of this game. I'm telling you, I've done it a lot of times. It doesn't do the battery. Repeat. Music. We are clearing the area of wolves. And we are going to see where the enemy is. There you can see the border. We find a farmhouse and there is no one. The fields. Here there is another civic center. It is also almost unprotected. You see, they have not left protected at all. I do and know if there is a tower, but nothing at all. Well, nothing. We've just taken it from you and we've won the game. The battle, let's go. What do you think? And now you'll see what's going on around. Here, all this area here, look, almost all these pink dots are either wolves, most of them, the vast majority, or this is the oxen, because the number of balloons, there is nothing. That is, in the area on the right, which was where the gypsies were, because Los Lobos have changed for its privileges. That is to say, it is all plagued by wolves. Well, nothing. We come to clean the area, to clean the area. Well, it would no longer be necessary all this, because we have won the game, but it is so that you can see what you can find. Applause. Okay, almost all of them are to see. Almost all of them are elite forces. And if someone sees any of these, any trees, tell me, because come on, there are none, none, I can guarantee it. The only thing that was there was the wood deposits that were at the beginning and period. We and other rivals had a deposit. And stop counting. Okay, so what we are going to do now is go to our city and we will try, if they let us, well, form. I haven't even built the marvel. Okay, because that's not necessary. As you can see, we've won the game. VE won it from the wolves. Actually, I'm not talking shouting. Music. Okay, well, now I'm telling you, I'm trying to train the forces here that are no longer working and the elite ones, and there was no way. Applause. Well, the quarries have been exhausted. This mine is still here. The woman who was here is not there. Surely the logos have destroyed her. Music, and we have the population cap at 190. Since the game is already over, no more is needed. You see what I'm telling you? I try to train the horses there, that is, the riders, and to inform them, and to these, what are the elite trumpets called? Well, the same thing happens to them. They don't leave them alone, and I can't get him to train. Music. Now I have put a defensive attitude on them and, well, they were there quietly, but anyway, well, nothing, the game is over. Okay, it's more or less it's the city. I think the photo I took that I have taken has been like this, something like this. Well, I have tried nothing because it has cloth. This is this scenario. Come on, we are going out and we are going to see the summary. Look what has happened. Military score of the enemies 0 hours 300 because neither, since we had no resistance. Well, but the economic score, so yes, it is different, more than 3 times ours with respect to that of the Britons. Very good. Well, see you in the next one, guys. See you later.